In a small garden nestled in a peaceful valley, there lived a young boy named David who had always been fascinated by the delicate beauty of butterflies. Every spring, he would spend hours watching them dance through the air, their wings painted with nature's most vibrant colors. One particularly special spring morning, while exploring his grandmother's extensive garden filled with blooming flowers, he discovered something magical. A cocoon attached to a branch of an old cherry tree. The morning dew made it glisten like a precious jewel. Excited about the rare chance to witness a butterfly's emergence into the world, he carefully, with trembling hands, brought the branch home. His grandmother helped him create a special observation box by the window, where the morning sun would provide warmth and light, just as nature intended. They lined it with soft leaves and placed the branch inside, creating the perfect environment for the butterfly's transformation. Every day after school, David would rush home to check on the cocoon, spending hours observing it with wonder and anticipation. He even kept a small journal, documenting any changes he noticed. His grandmother would often join him, sharing stories about the mysteries of nature and the importance of patience. After many days of careful observation and dutiful note-taking, his patience was finally rewarded. He noticed the first signs of movement. A tiny hole appeared in the cocoon, and through it, he could see the butterfly beginning its struggle to emerge. The butterfly was working incredibly hard, pushing and squeezing through the impossibly small opening. Hours passed like centuries as David watched the creature's determined effort. The butterfly would push forward, rest, then push again, in what seemed like an endless cycle of struggle. As the hours turned into an afternoon, it seemed to David that the butterfly was having far too much difficulty. His heart ached watching the creature struggle so intensely, and tears began to well up in his eyes. He couldn't bear to see what he perceived as suffering. "I should help it," he thought, his voice trembling with emotion. "It's suffering too much, and I can't stand to watch. Surely, making things easier would be the kind thing to do." With this thought firmly in his mind, David found a small pair of scissors in his grandmother's sewing kit. His hands shaking slightly, he very carefully made the hole in the cocoon slightly bigger, taking great care not to harm the butterfly inside. Now the butterfly could emerge easily, without all that difficult struggling. He felt proud of his kind action and settled back to watch the butterfly spread its beautiful wings and take flight, imagining the creature's gratitude. But as the butterfly emerged, David's smile faded. Something was terribly wrong. The butterfly that emerged had a swollen body and small, shriveled wings that looked nothing like the strong, beautiful wings he was used to seeing. Instead of taking to the air in a graceful dance like the other butterflies in the garden, it could only crawl around the box helplessly. David's heart sank as he watched the creature struggle in a different, more tragic way. Deeply concerned and fighting back tears, David gently carried the box to his grandmother, who had always been known throughout the village for her wisdom and deep understanding of nature's ways. She had spent decades tending her garden and observing the delicate balance of the natural world. After hearing what had happened, with David's voice cracking as he explained his attempt to help, she set him down and explained something that would fundamentally change his understanding of life forever. "My dear grandson," she said gently, taking his small hands in hers, "your kindness came from a beautiful place in your heart, and I'm proud of you for wanting to help. But sometimes, what looks like help can actually be harmful." The butterfly needed that struggle. It was essential for its survival. The effort of pushing through the small opening forces vital fluids from its body into its wings. Without that intense struggle, the wings cannot develop properly, and the butterfly can never fly. What you saw as suffering was actually the butterfly's preparation for life. David looked at the butterfly with tears in his eyes and new understanding dawning on his face. "So the struggle wasn't just difficult, it was necessary?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "Yes, my dear," his grandmother nodded, her eyes full of wisdom and compassion. "In nature and in life, certain challenges are essential for growth and development. When we face difficulties and work through them, we become stronger. If someone were to remove all obstacles from our path, thinking they're helping us, we might never develop the strength we need to fly. Just like this butterfly, we need our struggles to become who we're meant to be." This profound lesson stayed with David as he grew older, shaping his understanding of life's challenges. Whenever he faced difficulties in school or life, he remembered the butterfly. Instead of seeking the easy way out or asking others to solve his problems, he learned to appreciate the value of working through difficulties. Each challenge became an opportunity for growth, a chance to strengthen his wings. Years later, David became a beloved teacher, known for his unique ability to help students understand the value of perseverance. He often shared the story of the butterfly with his students, especially when they were struggling with difficult tasks or facing personal challenges. He would tell them, with the same wisdom his grandmother had shown him, "Remember the butterfly. It's the challenges that make us strong. Don't fear the struggle. It's preparing you to fly. Every obstacle you face is building the strength you'll need for your journey ahead." The story of the butterfly's struggle became a beacon of hope and understanding for countless students. They learned that the obstacles in their path weren't just barriers to be removed, but opportunities for growth and development. In their moments of doubt and difficulty, they would remember the butterfly, understanding that their struggles were preparing them for something greater. And so, the wisdom of the butterfly's struggle continued to inspire generations, teaching them that obstacles and challenges aren't always barriers to success. Sometimes, they are the very things we need to achieve it. The simple lesson from nature became a powerful metaphor for life, reminding us all that our struggles, though difficult, are often preparing us for the beautiful moments of flight that lie ahead.